Today we are taking a look at Ochaco Uraraka from My Hero Academia. This is the Ochaco Uraraka figure in the Glitter and Glamours line by Banpresto. My Hero Academia is a superhero action series built around young heroes training at UA High School while learning how to use their quirks in real battles and rescue situations. Within that story, Ochaco Uraraka is known as Uravity, a bright and supportive hero in training whose Zero Gravity Quirk is closely connected to her fingertips. Today's highlights for this figure are the gentle, smiling expression, the finger-touching pose with the spread of the hair suggesting the activation of her ability, and the hero suit layout with its strong body line. The first highlight is the smiling expression. The large rounded eyes, the small raised mouth, and the orange cheek marks work together to create a warm and friendly look. The black eyelid lines keep the eyes clearly defined, while the cheek marks add a soft and approachable feeling to the face. The pale pink head equipment frames the face from the outside, so the softness of the expression is easy to read from the front. The second highlight is the finger-touching pose and the spread of the hair. The separated fingers gather in front of the face, making the hands the central point of the pose. Since Ochaco's quirk is closely connected to her fingertips, this hand placement feels strongly tied to her character rather than just being a simple gesture. Behind the head, the hair opens outward in layered strands, and that movement connects naturally with the idea of zero gravity. The third highlight is the hero suit and the body line. The black-based bodysuit is combined with pale pink equipment around the head, shoulders, wrists, waist, knees, and boots. The deeper pink rings, bands, neck part, wristbands, and sole areas connect those larger equipment parts across the whole body. The waist, thighs, knees, and boots also form a clear flow, so the full suit layout supports the body line from top to bottom. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The head is built around a bright and gentle expression, and that impression comes first from the face before the hair and equipment add more movement around it. The eyes are large and open, with rounded brown areas inside them and white highlights placed clearly within the gaze. The black upper eyelid lines frame the eyes strongly, so the eye shape remains easy to read from the front. Beneath the eyes, short lower eyelash lines add small details without making the expression too sharp. The round orange cheek marks sit on both sides of the face and support the friendly look. The mouth is shaped as a thin, modest upward line, so the expression feels calm and warm rather than exaggerated. Around the head, the pale pink head equipment becomes one of the main visual anchors of the hero suit. The ear-covering sections sit outside the face as large box-like parts, and thin black lines run across their outer surfaces. Those black lines create clear divisions within the pale pink parts and make the shape of the equipment easier to follow. From the upper area, deeper pink ring parts extend toward the back and pass around the outside of the hair. Because these rings move away from the face and around the rear side, they give the head a wider outline and a rounded equipment silhouette. Near the front, a long pale pink part rests over the hair, and the small deeper pink circular point at its end connects with the same pink accent used in the rest of the head equipment. The hair is a reddish-brown short hairstyle, and the bangs are divided into several separate locks that fall from the forehead toward the area near the eyes. The strands beside the face flow outward near the cheeks, framing the smiling expression without hiding it. At the back, the hair separates into many layered strands, and the tips spread away from the neck. This outward movement gives the head a lighter feeling, especially when seen together with the finger-touching pose. The deeper pink neck equipment sits below the hair and above the upper bodysuit, creating a clear color break between the head, neck, and torso. The upper body is arranged around the contrast between the black base bodysuit and the pale pink equipment parts. At the neck, the deeper pink equipment creates a clear transition from the head down to the chest. Below it, a pale pink chest panel sits in the center, while the black base bodysuit surrounds it from the outside. Rounded parts are placed vertically on the chest, and a thin line continues down from the central panel toward the abdomen. Because of that, the front of the torso has a clear path from the chest to the waist. At the lower abdomen, the pale pink central panel narrows into a pointed shape and switches into the black-based suit area, making the boundary between the two color areas easy to follow. The shoulder area has large rounded pale pink equipment parts that sit over the upper arms. Deeper pink bands wrap around the upper arms beneath those shoulder parts, creating another strong color break before the black base sleeves continue toward the forearms. Around the bent elbows, fine wrinkle lines show the forward angle of the arms. The wrists are covered by large rounded equipment pieces with pale pink main bodies and deeper pink bands running around them. Each wrist part also includes deeper pink circular fasteners and small raised details on the pale pink surfaces, so the equipment does not read as a plain round shape. Both hands are placed in front of the face, with the separated fingers gathering toward the center. Since Ochaco's quirk is connected to her fingertips, this finger-touching pose becomes one of the most important character elements in the figure. The fingertips gather in front of the expression, while the large wrist equipment frames the hands from the outside. Because of that, the face, hands, and chest equipment connect into one clear focal area. From the back, a vertical pale pink panel sits at the center, with black-based suit areas placed on both sides. Above the waist, a large pale pink ring-like equipment piece runs horizontally and separates the narrow torso from the lower body. On the outside of the waist, pale pink equipment parts overlap the suit, with circular openings and deeper pink tips continuing the same color flow seen in the head and wrist equipment. From the waist down, the black base bodysuit continues from beneath the pale pink waist equipment into the thighs. At the front, a central division runs between the legs and separates the thigh surfaces into inner and outer areas. The pale pink equipment parts on the outside of the waist overlap the boundary between the torso and the legs, and their deeper pink tips point downward. From the side, the line from the waist into the thighs is clearly visible, and the black-based suit helps show the flow of the body. From the back, the black-based area continues broadly from the waist into the legs, while the central indentation and the division between the legs organize the lower body shape. At the knees, pale pink parts are placed over the black-based leg areas. Their pointed upper shapes create strong transitions where they overlap the suit. From the shins down to the feet, large pale pink boots cover the lower legs, and at their upper edges, the black-based leg sections appear to enter from inside. the boots widen with a rounded shape as they move toward the feet, giving the lower body a strong equipment presence. On the underside, deeper pink surfaces create a clear color switch from the pale pink boot bodies. At the heel side, thin black parts are visible and add a sharper accent to the rear side of the boots. The two legs are angled differently, so the flow from the waist to the thighs, knees, and boots changes depending on the viewing angle. The large boots, knee parts, and waist equipment continue the rounded design language used in the head and wrist equipment. The pale pink equipment, deeper pink accents, and black base suit repeat from top to bottom, so the lower body connects smoothly with the rest of the hero suit. Altogether, the lower half keeps the body line easy to follow while still giving the suit a strong equipment-based look. This figure is approximately 23 centimeters tall. That's about 9.1 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Ochaco Uraraka by Banpresto stands out because this figure combines a gentle, smiling expression, a finger-touching pose, spread hair, and a full hero suit layout that guides the eye naturally across the whole piece. The face leaves a bright and friendly first impression. The large eyes, small raised mouth, and orange cheek marks all support a warm expression, while the black eyelid lines keep the eyes clearly defined. Because the smile is kept soft rather than exaggerated, the expression feels very close to Ochaco's cheerful and approachable image. The hair and head equipment strengthen that presentation very effectively. The reddish-brown bangs are divided into separate locks around the forehead and face, so the face is framed without being hidden. Around the back, the hair spreads outward from the neck in layered strands, giving the head a light sense of motion. The pale pink head equipment frames the face from both sides, while the deeper pink rings extend toward the back and create a strong Uravity silhouette. Those head parts also connect visually with the deeper pink neck piece, making the upper area feel clearly tied to the hero suit design. The upper body works well because the pose and the equipment layout support each other closely. the deeper pink neck part leads into the pale pink chest panel, and the black base bodysuit surrounds the center of the torso. The rounded parts on the chest and the thin central line guide the eye downward from the chest to the abdomen. The shoulder equipment, upper armbands, and large wrist equipment keep the hero suit design consistent, while the forward angle of the arms brings attention back toward the face. The fingers gathered in front of the face are especially important because they connect directly to Ochaco's Zero Gravity Quirk and make the pose feel strongly tied to her character. The lower body continues that same design language through the pale pink waist equipment, knee parts, and large boots. The black base suit carries the body line from the waist into the thighs, while the pale pink equipment creates clear breaks at the waist, knees, and feet. The large boots give the lower body a strong hero suit presence, and the deeper pink sole areas add another color connection to the rings, bands, and wrist details above. The black heel side parts also help define the rear side of the boots, so the feet have a clear finish instead of blending into the rest of the lower body. What makes the figure especially effective is the way all of these elements connect. The eye can move from the smiling face to the gathered fingers, then down through the chest panel, waist equipment, legs, and large boots without losing the overall flow. The spread of the hair also brings the attention back toward the head, so the figure does not feel focused on only one area. The combination of the gentle face, the finger-touching pose, and the rounded hero suit equipment gives the whole piece a very clear Uravity identity. Because of that, fans of My Hero Academia or Ochaco Uraraka will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like hero suit figures, gentle expressions, and character-focused poses should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.